Hey everyone, welcome to Confessions Podcast, where we speak freely, heal deeply. It's your host, Pretty and Demetria. As always, we hope everyone is feeling blessed and highly favored. Before we get started, we would like to. Damn, already. Hold
You're good. Take your time.
on.
Take
All
your
right.
time.
Hey everyone, welcome to Confessions Podcast, where we speak freely, heal deeply. It's your host, Pretty and Demetria. As always, we hope everyone is feeling blessed and highly favored. Before we get started, don't forget to follow our social media handles at Confession Podcast on Facebook and Speak Freely, Heal Deeply on IG and TikTok. We also would like to introduce our sponsors, Storyblock, Jordan Craig Apparels, and Blue Chew. Before we start the show, I just want to begin with a little vibe check. Um, I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling great.
Me too.
Again, highly favored,
Me too.
blessed. How you feel?
Great day.
Okay,
Honestly.
great day.
Yep.
Just great day.
Just great day.
Okay, so I'm feeling amazing. So again, this is.
My
I'm
bad.
feeling great. I'm good. So like I said, it's your girl Pretty. Might know my face from previous podcasts. Shout out to the girl code, the only girl code that matters. But again, more detailed introducing me. Born and raised Jersey girl. Been out here for probably about 11 years. Yeah, not too much to really talk about, really.
Boo. Do hair.
I mean, I do hair, but I'm not crazy about doing hair. I'm more pure pressured to do it, and then I realize I'm good
Doesn't
at
matter.
doing it. But at the end of the day, that's not really my cup of tea. So I am your future licensed esthetician, and that's pretty much really. I mean, I'm I'm a mom. I mean, and that's really it about me. If it like, yeah. So.
Well, my name is Demetria. I mean, most of y'all already know me from doing local community service work. Born and raised in Asheboro. Just a all around social person. I try to do as much as I can in the community, helping people and doing what I can to make a difference in my community. I was NAACP vice president for 4 years. I ran a nonprofit for 4 years. Girl code, as she said, the only code that matters, but just an all around person that's just trying to make a difference in the world. So
Yeah, I guess we more so decided to branch off of that and get more detailed
yeah,
into it because it's a lot to just being a girl.
yes.
Like, to be real with you,
No, we're not
I'm a
girls, we're
girl, but
women.
I'm
So
not. Yeah, you feel me? I'm not a girl. I'm a grown woman. You feel me?
exactly.
So you gotta. I like to get more into the nitty gritty, like the mentality of it. You feel me? Like, I feel like just being a girl is like what they say, throwing stones and hiding your hands type thing. You feel me?
What's it?
Like,
Throwing stones to the glass house, throwing
yeah,
salt. Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like saying that you just a girl is more so just not like taking accountability. Like you feel me? So Feel Confessions podcast is just more so that grown and sexy vibe. You feel me?
Yeah,
So.
and accepting who you are as a person and just being open about it. So
hmm So reasons for the podcast. I feel like my main reason for the podcast, shit. When you look, I can say shit, right? I can curse on it. Shit is our podcast. I'm cursing. I don't know. Reasons for mental health podcast. I feel like mental health is like a real taboo. That's something that people don't really like to talk about, and when they talk about it, they just make jokes about it, and
yeah,
it's not
especially in
something to
black
joke
families.
about. Yeah, black families especially,
Hmm.
when it comes to going to get therapy, it's like, oh, whatever. Black families are more prone to, they believe in what happens in this house stays in this house,
Exactly.
and nah, if what's happening in this house is hurting you, you don't keep it in the fucking
No,
house, you
you
go
speak
ahead
about it.
and you talk
Yeah.
about it, you feel me? So like, yeah. hmm
Same thing with me. I've dealt with depression and anxiety my whole life. Honestly, when I came out, that I was dealing with it to my mother, she was just like, "Girl, ain't nothing wrong with you." But when I finally started taking medication and getting the help that I needed, she started noticing the change in me and the difference in me, and she tried to stay on top of me about taking the medication and getting help that I needed. Like she said, I feel like mental health is a taboo in Black families. It's not something that we often talk about because Black people don't really try to talk about the situations that they're going through. They just try to, push it to the side and just handle it. That's what we've been taught to do our whole life, is just to step up and just handle the situation that we're going through instead of talking about it and trying to assess it and fix it. So this is, that's my reason for doing this.
Yeah, I feel like in a way everyone's like suffers from some type of anxiety and
Yeah,
depression.
of
You know,
course.
diagnosed and undiagnosed. That's everybody. But I feel like the people that's diagnosed, those are the ones that are looked at funny just because they're aware. Like
And
I'm
open
looked at
about it,
crazy
yeah.
just because I actually take accountability. Like,
hmm
okay, cool, all right, that's interesting. You feel me? So
It's like when you become open about your problems, people start judging you. But when
yeah.
you're, closed minded about it, it's like, oh yeah, they're just a normal person, they're fine. But when you start being open about what you're going through, it's like everybody wants to turn a side eye to you and look at you a different way. But I don't feel like mental health is something that you should, keep bottled in, because when you do bottle it in, it becomes more of a problem when you do finally open up about it.
Yeah.
You crash out, or vent in a way that you don't need to, and it just causes harm not only to yourself but the people around you.
Hmm. I don't know. It's not even just within black families. I just feel like, like again, just in general, I feel like that's just something
Yeah.
that everyone goes through. But I feel like at some point, like not really grow out of, but they start to take accountability of what they.
I
You
don't
feel
feel
me?
like everybody does, though. I feel like some people just try to act like, oh, I'm fine, nothing's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people do not want to accept that they have problems wrong with them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to call names or anything, but I know certain people in my life, like, I
Delusional.
yeah, like I know I have problems with me, and I can admit that. But when it comes to them, and I try to call them out on their stuff, it's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. Yeah, there is. Just be
Hmm.
open about it. Like, maybe you don't want to take medication. Maybe you don't. You control it that way, but everybody needs somebody to talk to,
That's
and I feel
because
like
we
sometimes
taught
it's
that, oh,
easy.
if you take medicine, is you're crazy.
Yeah,
What,
just
nigga?
talk to
I'm
somebody.
insane. Yeah, I
And
need
sometimes it's
this.
easier to talk to somebody
Hmm.
that you don't know versus someone you do, because you
Yeah.
can just be open and just let everything out at one time.
Yeah, it's no blueprint to life. You feel me? So as long as you wake up every day, you feeling good about yourself. Fuck what anybody else got to say or how
Exactly.
anybody else feel. You feel me? You wake up, you do what you got to do in your routine. Go to work, or what take care of your kids,
And if
whatever the
you
case
don't,
may
it's
be. Go to
okay to say
school.
you're not.
Yeah, hell
It's
yeah. If you
okay
not
to say
okay,
you're
get that
not
shit
okay.
out.
Yeah,
No, no, get that shit out.
it's
If you
okay.
not okay, nigga, ring the bell. You better
Bring it.
ring the bell. Heal that. Like, let's heal that. For real. Hashtag let's heal that.
Heal it.
Because if you're not okay, it's okay to let
Yeah.
people know. And, this, if anything, and that's another reason why I chose to do this podcast. Because you feel me? I feel like when you looking at me, if you see me, that's a sign for you to keep going. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you when it comes to like religion, it's just more so somebody having something to believe in, having faith in someone or
Yeah.
something. You feel me? So hey, I got faith in me. Have faith in yourself. You feel me? Like you not alone. Like you.
That's why I feel like my blessing is blessing others. Like, even if I'm not feeling myself or I'm not in the right mode, I still try to encourage people or uplift. Like, you look good today. Like, your hair
Yeah.
looks amazing. The
Thank
outfit you
you.
have on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to
Yeah.
make them feel good about themselves because it makes
Yeah.
me feel good about myself.
I'm a
Like, you
fine
never
believer.
know what a person is going through, and you never know how your words can affect that person. Like, the
Hell
smallest
yeah.
thing can change their day. Like, everybody's going through things. You just have
I
to keep that in
normally
mind.
go about life feeling like I'm invisible, like nobody notices me. You
Cellophane.
feel me? So whenever someone just, oh, how you doing? I like your hair. I like your shoes. Oh,
It
that's
makes you
cute.
feel
Yeah, it
amazing.
makes me
Yeah.
feel good, and then not just makes me feel good, but it makes me feel seen. You feel me? And everyone wants to be seen. That's like when someone puts a Facebook status. You feel me? They're not just putting it up there just because they want to put it up there. No, they want attention. They want you to like it. They want you to comment. They want that interaction. You feel me? So
And like
again,
she said with social media, like that's like, I mean, you can post the same thing, you get 5 reactions, I get 30.
yeah.
Like, that makes a difference to a person. People
Hmm.
feel a certain type of way when they don't get reactions from social media,
Yeah.
especially if that's their only source of attention. So
Yeah, but social media, that's a topic. Social media is a drug,
it
okay?
is.
Social media will have people feeling like they important when they ain't shit. Okay? So again, I feel like social media would be on that list of what is it, money, sex, and drugs, and then social media.
Especially the way it looks right now, you know what I'm saying? Like with
Yeah,
OnlyFans and Twitter X
yeah.
and everything,
Money,
bro.
sex, drugs, and social media.
And everything that's on
Yeah.
social media is a lie. Like you have to Google everything to see if anything is a fact. So
Yeah. And mm-mm.
and it controls a lot of people's lives
and
too,
with the
and
new
that's sad.
AI shit, like that's you can't again you can't believe everything that you see. You can't believe everything that you see, and that makes me be. I think sometimes, like you remember back in the day, like when people would sit there and they would talk about aliens and everything, and then
Absolutely.
they get, of course, but like for real, they would get like crucified for talking
Oh
about
yeah,
it, like like put to death type shit,
women
and
being
it's like
killed for so-called being witches.
now, yeah, now all that stuff is normal, and it's
Yeah,
like, so we just going to bypass the innocent people that y'all just sat
like people
here and.
being bisexual, transsexual. You couldn't be that way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was, unheard of. You had to keep that in the
Mm-hmm.
closet. Now it's just like everywhere you look, everybody's like, I'm gay, which is no problem to me. You know what I'm saying, be who
And,
you
and
want to
and
be,
then here
but
come Mr. Man. I ain't gonna say his name, but then here come Mr. Man sitting here taking it back, talking about some no, it's either or. Like, bro, you contributing again to people mental health, like because
exactly.
how you one moment sit here and say that you don't accept them, then you accept them, and then you don't accept them, and you taking programs away, and anybody that support them programs, they basically getting
You have to do
fired.
what you have to do for votes.
You
So,
feel like again, this ain't politics, but again, it contributes
but
to
yeah, it
mental
does
health.
contribute to mental health. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially people that's trying to have these sex changes and stuff and can't get the resources that they need or the help that they need. I mean, I feel like there should be a certain standard and a certain limit to certain
Yo,
things,
yeah.
but you can't control how a person feels inside or what they feel like they should be. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody is their own person.
No,
So
for real, because it truly does break my heart. Cause I don't know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Like I'm one of the nicest people that you would ever meet. When you piss me off,
out the window, crash dummy.
all 89 of the people in my head going nuts. Is yeah, paper everywhere. Like
89.
nah, yeah,
Wow, I have
89. Cause
no.
I always say 89 because it got to be one person with common sense. You feel me? So a lot of times it's 88. That's batshit crazy, and there's only one in
All
there
right,
that's
civil.
civilized. I got my shit
All right,
halfway
civil.
together. Okay, yeah, 89, 89. You feel me? But hey, you
In
feel me?
the
Just
black community, a significant percentage of adults experience mental health concerns, with 19.7 having experienced a mental health condition in the past year. Um, I feel like a lot of people, like we said, keep things to themselves instead of just being open with it. If you're experiencing, just be honest with yourself.
yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to be honest with anybody else, at least be honest with yourself that you have problems wrong
Like
with
you
you. You know
said
what I'm saying?
before, if you're not
Help starts
okay.
with you. You know what I'm saying? It starts with yourself.
Hmm.
The root of mental health stigma among black people can be traced back to slavery. Um, Honestly, I can say I'm like nowhere near slavery, but certain stuff pisses me off.
Yeah.
I can see something, I'll be like, bro, like, are you serious?
Nah, cause I'm not gonna lie. Like I sit here when I get bored and I go on YouTube and I watch like old videos. Lord God bless my ancestors, but
Because if that was me,
I could never.
I would have been dead, bro.
Yo,
Like you would just
you
have
know
to
how
keep
they
me in
talking
jail.
about the hundred humans against a gorilla? Yo, I'm telling you, 1,000 niggas against slave.
When you
Go,
talking about that, I'm gonna have to be the last one though. Can
Earl.
I be the last so I can see how everybody else's results come out? Because I'm not going first. Just saying. Just saying. Not going. Mm-mm.
Your ass is grass. That's all I gotta
Grass. You're
say.
dirt. What you mean? You're literally roots. Ain't no grass.
That's
But
all I gotta say. But it is, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
yeah. But back to what I was saying. At that time, it was commonly thought that enslaved people were not sophisticated enough to develop depression, anxiety, or other mental health disorders. Um, I feel like that definitely has, comes into the factor of why people don't try to get help when it comes, Black people don't try to get help when it comes to mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not gonna,
Because
like
it's
I
a
said, not call
taboo.
names or anything, but I know someone from experience that has been to Dorothea Dix, which is a mental institution that is actually closed down right now, and also Sand Hills, but I'm saying, like, they still don't want to accept that they have problems. Um, at that point, I feel like you should, but I mean, everybody has their own way of coping.
I
I
think it's
personally
people
never
being so
been.
wrapped up in what their definition of normal is
Yeah,
that they can't accept the fact that they really have a problem
or
and it's
really just
truly
their
okay.
view from other people. Like, everybody's so worried about how other people see them, they don't care about how they see
You know,
themselves.
even working a lot is a mental health
Oh yeah,
illness.
I called out. I literally went to work the other day and was not feeling it. And I told my boss, I said, I'm not mentally equipped to be here. I have to go home,
No, yeah.
and I went home.
No, yeah. Of course, because when it comes to a job, you're nothing but a number.
Bro,
They don't give a damn about you. I was
follow.
talking to my sister, one of her associates passed away, God rest his soul. But she's like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put something together for her. And then she gave credit to the company. I said, bitch, don't you do that.
The
The
company,
company don't care. They going to have that woman replaced by the
bro.
morning
If you was to
before
die
she
right
put in
now,
the
would they
dirt.
really
You
send me
feel me? Like,
flowers?
no, you got to worry about
Yeah,
yourself. If you're not feeling okay, then you not feeling okay. You
exactly.
need to worry about yourself. You feel me? Like, I hate to say it, but they're going to replace you. Like, they don't give a damn.
You're right.
Like, so again, like, you gotta worry about yourself. Make sure your shit is in order. You can always sit here and reschedule those appointments
Mm-hmm.
or find a new job. You feel me? So again, you
But you
gotta
can't
worry about
replace your life.
yourself. Yeah, and again, people just get so wrapped up in everything. Like, nah, you come in this world alone. You gonna leave this world alone. Like, you feel me? So.
One
Mm-mm.
in the casket. So
Yeah, take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, for sure, for sure. Oh, I do want to shout out my girl Safel. This beautiful necklace. Yeah, I do want to shout her out. Wearable art that I've never
doesn't she have like
yeah,
the
you'll see it.
beanies that
Yeah,
you can
you will
color
see
and
it coming
stuff? Yeah.
soon. Yeah, she has the bucket hats where you can color them in. Like, and I've never seen any type of
Yeah,
wearable art
definitely have to
like
get
that.
one of those.
But just the whole message of just like basically back in the day, just being a kid,
Yeah.
that nodulistic vibe. Like, I love it,
And
and
being
it's
able to fill in my own beanie is like the coolest thing ever to
yes,
me.
yes.
Like,
So big shout out to her. But again, I don't know. I don't know. I want to do a vibe check in the episode. How you feeling? How you feeling? Vibe check. I feel
honestly,
like
I feel like this was a good, like, first episode. So my vibe
okay,
is pretty good. I ain't gonna
okay,
lie. I'm good.
good. So again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to Casil Confessions, where we speak freely, heal deeply. And again, it's your host, Pretty and Demetria. As always, we hope everyone is feeling blessed and highly favored. And again, don't forget to follow our social media handles at Casil Confessions Podcast on Facebook, IG, and TikTok. Speak freely, heal deeply. And big shout out to our sponsors, Story Blocks, Jordan Craig Apparels, and Blue Chew. It's your girl, Pretty.
You go, Demetria.
Thank you for tuning in to Concealed Confessions Podcast, where we speak freely, heal
Hell deeply.
deeply.